So today I'm going to be talking all about my favorite time of the year, and it is Christmas. So I don't know about you, but since I'm a crocheter and a knitter, I like to make homemade gifts. And it's such a fun thing to do, to be able to share your love with someone else and be able to make something just for them. And I have made Christmas gifts since I was little. I remember one year, I think I was like 10, I had the great idea of I'm going to make literally everybody a Christmas gift. And I went all nuts and all crazy, and it turned out really, really well. People loved them. They were really, really gracious about it. Some of them, now looking back, I'm like, oh, that looks really bad. But I tried my best, so that's all that matters. But I don't do it as often anymore because I get really, really busy, and then it's like November, and I'm thinking, what could I make super, super fast for people and really hurry through this? So this year I'm trying to be better, and it's July, and a lot of people talk about Christmas in July, so I think this is kind of the time of year to start planning. Making Christmas gifts can be a huge joy, but it can also be a huge stress, because maybe you wait a little too late to start making things, and next thing you know, you're trying to make 5 sweaters, 3 pairs of socks, and maybe 5 hats. And you're trying to think, how can I get all that done in 2 months? And trust me, Christmas is already stressful enough. We don't need to add you trying to make 5 sweaters, 5 hats, and 3 pairs of socks. So I thought making this video could maybe be a little bit helpful, and I'll definitely do more the closer we get to Christmas, but I thought this would be a good video to talk about planning. Planning is so important and can actually help make or break you, because if you don't plan, you're going to struggle keeping everything on the top of your head. I definitely encourage you making an actual list, either on your phone, maybe on an actual piece of paper, maybe make a Word document and print it off. There's some online, actually, if you go on Pinterest and look up like Christmas gift lists, you can even add like for crocheting or knitting, and they'll actually pop up. So the first thing is to sit down and think about all the people you want to make gifts for, and maybe even like prioritize them a little bit. Like, is there a certain person you absolutely want to make a gift for, and maybe there's somebody on the end at the bottom of the list that you're like, if I get to it, sweet. If not, it's not going to upset me. Typically, maybe on the bottom of your list maybe could be more of maybe the kids of your family, because kids do love things that are handmade, but it's really easy to buy something for kids versus buying something for adults. At least that's what I have found. But if you want to make maybe your grandchild or your niece or your nephew a sweater, and you really, really want them to have the sweater, definitely put them towards the top of your list. So go through your list of all your people and decide like what describes them. What would they enjoy? Have they mentioned anything in the past year that they would really like you to make them? And if so, then write it down next to their name and start thinking, what color should I make it in? Do I have the yarn? Do I need to go buy the yarn? And then start thinking, if you have to go buy the yarn, should I go whenever yarn's on sale? What type of yarn do I want to use? Can I find the yarn at Hobby Lobby and get it 30% off? Or can I get Michael's when Michael's yarn is on sale? Or can I get at Joann's whenever there's a coupon? Try to find ways also maybe to save a little bit of money, because yarn can get really expensive really fast, especially if you're making a big project. So try to save money and also just be a good steward. The next thing is, how long is it going to take you to make that item? Is it going to take you 3 months, 3 days, 3 hours, 3 weeks? Or can it maybe take you until Christmas Day if you started tomorrow? Kind of keep those in mind, and again, prioritize. If you really, really want Lucy to get her hat and she's number 1 on your list, but it's only going to take you a week to make, I would still make it up and have it finished. But if you know that you're going to make someone else a sweater, it's going to take you 3 months, well, I would start that now, so then you're not going to start it. Just because it's going to take you 3 months doesn't mean you start 3 months before Christmas. It means you start now and you can finish in 3 months and be relieved and no stress. The thing about planning is to really help you have no stress in the end. And if you start getting stressed, take a minute and maybe look at your list and see, is there anybody that maybe won't like the gift? Are you maybe wasting time giving the gift? Like maybe some teenagers don't really want what you're going to make them, so maybe take them off your list. and maybe think of something else you could buy them, or maybe make them something really small like a hat or a scarf. Doesn't mean, just because you're making gifts for everybody and they're all going to range in different types, doesn't mean that you don't love them any less, doesn't mean you like them any less. It just means maybe you know someone's going to treasure that sweater, and you know that other person's really going to enjoy that hat. It doesn't mean that you love that person any less. It just means you know them really well, and you know if they would like whatever you're going to make for them. But yes, so planning is so important. And right now is the time to start planning. Now is the time to start bigger projects. And that's why I kind of wanted to make this video, is to really talk about, if you're going to be making blankets, sweaters, anything big, you need to start them now, or you're probably not going to finish them unless you're extremely fast at knitting or extremely fast at crocheting. I know from experience that typically it takes me about 2 months to finish a sweater, so I keep that in mind whenever I make something. And if you are making other things at the same time, also know it's probably going to take you longer to make that sweater because you are working on other items. So just remember to keep that at the back of your mind when you're making your list. But yes, so I just want to talk to you guys a little bit about planning, just do a little bit quick video for you guys, especially if you already are thinking about Christmas. But yes, let me know down on the comments below, what is your favorite technique to use to plan out your Christmas gifts? Do you make a list? Do you use a computer program? What do you do to make your Christmas list? And do you make Christmas gifts, or do you just buy them? I would love to know, so definitely write in the comments below. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!